All right, let's keep going. The Book of Revelation, Part 32. So we're in Revelation chapter 20, and this is the only chapter in all of Revelation that is divided into verses and not numbered with the letter A through D or I through Z. So verse 1 of Revelation chapter 20 begins with the words, "And I saw an angel coming down from heaven, and he had the key to the abyss, also called the grave or hell, and he was holding a 5-sealed scroll." Now, the scroll represents God's judgments, and the 6 seals represent the restraint that's currently on Satan, keeping him from carrying out his wrath against humanity. But when the scroll is opened, it means that Satan has been set loose. But that doesn't happen until the judgments have run their course. So the judgments are poured out, and then Satan's allowed to do his thing for a brief period of time. We don't know how brief, but it's a short window because ultimately he's defeated at the lake of fire along with the beast and the false prophet. Now, what happens after that is described in verse 4, where it says, "And I heard a voice from heaven like the sound of many waters and like the sound of a great multitude. And he cried out with a loud voice and said, 'It is done.'" So that's pretty dramatic. And then it goes on to describe this 1,000-year period where the righteous reign with Christ in heaven, and they're reviewing God's judgments, which proves that there is no injustice on God's part. They can see everything. They have access to everything. There is no hiding from them. Everything is transparent, and so they can see that everything God did was fair. It affirms God's righteousness, His holiness, His justice. They see that everything he did was perfect. And then Satan is bound and thrown into the abyss, cast into the abyss, and the earth is left desolate for 1,000 years. That's right, 1,000 years. And that proves that sin is finished. It's over. There's no more sin being generated during this period of time. Now, some people think that this millennium is talking about 1,000 literal years. It could be, but the word 1,000 here in Revelation 20 is symbolic of completeness or a long period of time, like an unlimited, undefined period of time. The point is that this is a lengthy period where Satan is restrained. He cannot do his evil deeds anymore. He cannot deceive anyone. Everyone knows who he is. He's transparent. He's open. Everyone knows his wiles, his tricks, his deceptions, his lies. They've all been exposed. Now, the 1,000 years is followed by the final judgment where the earth is destroyed and all of its works. Because remember, this is the ultimate disposal of sin and sinners. Nothing is left that testifies to the existence of sin. It's gone. Sin cannot testify against God. It cannot accuse him. It cannot condemn him, because there is no more sin. Everything has been judged. Everything has been destroyed. Hell has been emptied. Heaven is filled with the redeemed. And there is no more condemnation. Only those who were not redeemed are left, along with Satan, and they're in their graves. So the main point is, there is nothing left that opposes God. He has won the victory. His people are with him. They reign with him. They are kings and priests unto God. And everything is perfect. Okay, that's it for Part 32. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in Part 33.